Okay, perfect.
Perfect.
Great.
Take one. Hi, I'm in Crested Butte, and I'm here with my friend Diane. She's a realtor in this fine, amazing, my favorite town possibly in the world. And tell me a little bit about how did you get here?
Well, I worked on Wall Street for many years, and I bought this house as my second home in 1992, so almost 30 years ago.
Nice timing.
Yeah, it wasn't bad timing.
Yeah.
So the price I bought it for, you can't buy a condo now, studio, nothing.
Yeah.
But, you know, the market's really hot, so you can't buy much right now.
And you're selling real estate in Crested Butte now?
Yeah. So I left Wall Street and I started the real estate business in 2008, and it's been great ever since. You know, things obviously have changed dramatically here since I started. You know, we used to have 400 condos listed on the mountain at a time. Now I think we have 2, and they're way overpriced, but they're going to sell.
People buy them.
Yeah, they're going to sell. You know, it's happening in all the real estate markets in ski towns right now. I'm sure you see it everywhere you go. But here, it's just gone crazy, and we just haven't had supply that catches up with it.
And COVID changed everything.
COVID's been a big deal. You know, here, one of the great things we have is a great school system. So our school has been ranked as high as number 5 in the state and number 230 in the country as far as high schools go, no matter what size. People come here, they love the size of the school. Their kids get to play out the snow and become great skiers. And, you know, they end up going to really good colleges. My daughter ended up getting into her first choice college, which we never thought would happen.
Of course.
So that was great.
Cool. And in terms of pricing, I mean, what are we looking at? There's sort of like a few different communities here. There's the mountain, there's the town, and then there's south.
Yeah. So the 3 different basic areas are on the mountain, where you have a lot of condos and you have a lot of nice homes. You have in town, which seems to be everyone's favorite area to be in because you can walk everywhere, especially in the summer. And then there's kind of south of here down to CB South. You know, there's Riverbend, CB South, those kind of places, Skyland. And there's just no supply right now. So it's hard to say, you know, I'd say 5 to 7 years ago, you could buy any house you wanted in CB South for $500,000. And now everything's traded $1 million, and we're up from there now.
And CB South is where a lot of the locals.
Yeah, exactly. So it's about 8 minutes drive, which for us, you know, it's meaningless for most people. But that's really the bedroom community area of Crested Butte. So it used to be where all the locals are. The problem is a lot of second homeowners got priced out of other areas, so they ended up moving down there too and jacking the prices up.
Got it.
So I think that's really what happened. You can't get anything under $1 million in CB South now.
So my pop question that I didn't tell you I was going to ask you, like, do you see any way to resolve the problem for the lower income earners housing challenges?
The problem has been in effect since before 2008 when the recession hit, because back then we were short, I think, 1 million properties all over the country. And that kind of building has not happened since, just because for developers, it's more lucrative to build the higher end homes than to build the lower end homes. I spent a good part of my year this year working on affordable housing stuff, and I still am, because I think it's really important. Because, you know, you see people in the summer, they're living out of their car, they're camping, and that's just not right. And it doesn't work in the winter.
So something I thought was pretty interesting when they built Whistler, people created basement apartments that were supposed to be used for the locals. I don't know if that is anymore, but
yeah, and we've had, you know, ADUs here for a long time.
But people don't want people in their ADUs.
Well, they really haven't done it right, I don't think. And now they're penalizing people for doing it. So there's a new thing in town. There's a moratorium on short-term rental licenses. So right now, if you bought a house in town, you couldn't short-term rent it.
I know that because I really wanted to buy one. And for me, it was 612 Sopris, I think, that came on the market right when they did the short-term kibosh. My mortgage was going to be like $4,000 a month, but nobody in town could afford to pay over $3,200 a month. And then Susan Mole said I should have kept the garage for myself and rented the place and just taken a loss. But anyways, I still want to move back. This is my favorite town. You got to come visit. Thank you.